Good afternoon. Thank you, President Miaris, members of the platform party and honored guests, family, friends, alumni, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2018. It is an honor for me to be here. For me, as I'm sure it has for many of you, this graduation comes after years of work and dedication in my own career. Years ago, I asked my father what single piece of advice he could give me going forward to succeed. He told me, "Son, be mindful of your name. Whatever job you do, you leave your name on it. When you leave that job, others will see how you hold yourself and how you see yourself." That was over 16 years ago, and I'm just now beginning to understand what he meant. While you can put a price tag on our gowns and tuition, you can't put a price tag on what this accomplishment means to each person in this room. That price, that unequivocal value, is what drove each of us to this culminating event today. For many of us, this represents more than the normal 4 years of homework, tests, and sleepless nights. We had to learn the material our teachers assigned, while also learning time management beyond what is required of typical college students. Some of us had to learn to balance education with full-time jobs, while some of us added caring and providing for spouses, parents, loved ones, and children. As if that wasn't enough, others added multiple majors or minors. Through all of it, we learned to grow, and we learned that we can accomplish, achieve, and succeed. We gained a true understanding and appreciation of what it means to be a college graduate. Nobody can take away that sense of pride and accomplishment we all feel here in this moment. We learned that we have the power to change our lives for the better every single day. And just as important as this diploma is, we learned that it stands for so much more. Throughout my military career and my college experience, I've learned that it isn't just the end result that matters. It's the journey that makes us who we are today and who we will be in the future. Success is not achieved on your own, and there are many ups and downs along the way. We learned from our teachers, were supported by our loved ones, overcame every obstacle along the way, and with each and every step, we left our name. Our names grew as we learned. Our names grew as we made friends, and our names grew as we succeeded and as we failed. We would not be where we are or who we are today without that journey. In my own case, I'm married with 3 children, and my eldest son was born with a rare condition. Within 12 hours of his birth, he had to be taken to the ICU, where he had the first of 9 blood transfusions that he would need within the next 5 years. I was enrolled in college and an instructor in the Army at the time, and I remember coming home after spending the day with him in the ICU with his little black styrofoam eye covers as he lay with 5 different lines attached to him under the special UV lights. I sat down that night and I tried to focus on a paper that was due the next week. I couldn't focus. I couldn't get a single word typed out right that evening. I debated just pushing the class aside. I went to go look for the drop, knowing I would end up eating the cost of the course. I finally fell asleep that night with my laptop in my lap. When I awoke the next morning, I went back to the hospital where my wife was holding our son, sitting in a chair next to all his machines. He stayed in the ICU for 5 long and painful days, but he got better, and we were finally able to take him home. As I got my family home and watched my wife and son calmly lie down and sleep, I finally found the clarity to complete the assigned paper. Just by having my family home, knowing they would be okay was support enough, and I found the drive to complete the course, make the dean's list that semester, and continue to where I stand today. So as I look around this room today, I see not only my classmates, but every person who came to support them. And I know that this accomplishment was not made without sacrifice. It was our choice to sacrifice personal time in pursuit of our education. And for many, it was their loved ones' dedication and support that drove us to succeed. Many of us decided that unplanned study breaks to care for our children and mandatory date nights were both worth it and the reasons we chose to sacrifice for the betterment of our futures. While it's easy to summarize in a speech, it's a demanding and trying feat to accomplish. Each choice and every sacrifice you made led you to where you are today, to a 30-foot walk across the stage that's going to feel like 60, because you earned every bit of celebration for your accomplishment here today. So I ask you, where's your name now? Your name grew with every subject you learned, every step you took, and with every sacrifice you made. Your name is in a better place than where you started. Your name finished a marathon and said, "Let's go again." Your name got a brain freeze, but pushed through to finish that pint of Ben & Jerry's. Be proud of your name, because nobody can take it from you, because your loved ones are proud of you, and because the example you set is one that your children will be proud of, and one that your families will remember forever. Congratulations to the graduates, and thank you.